Bam. My peoples. My peoples. Sunday morning. Some of us got up early. Enjoyed the show yesterday. Enjoyed the fights. Lots to talk about, my peoples. Interesting developments with the main event from yesterday. Controversy. I feel like there shouldn't be any controversy, but there is. Now, before even officially kicking this thing off, I want to remind you guys what I said yesterday. In yesterday's episode of Boxing for Breakfast, which was a Saturday special edition. This is a Sunday edition going on right now. Um, I told people that Wardley had the skills and the power to pull it off. To which almost everybody said, no, Parker's too good. Parker's going to wash him. Wardley can't box. Well, I think the Wardley can't box narrative was completely debunked yesterday. Yes, Parker was outboxing him at times, but Wardley showed his skills out there. And I said it, look, Parker's the favorite, but Wardley can pull it off. Don't be surprised if he does. Exactly the way that it played out. When people, you look at a guy who's 19-0 with 18 knockouts, and people not giving him a shot, like the guy's a bum. So we saw the way that it played out. My peoples, happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode of Boxing for Breakfast. This is a special edition, my peoples. We're going to talk boxing. We're going to do what we do. Young Guns, Toy Mafia. Salute, my peoples. Check it, man. We're gonna kick this thing off the right way. But first, let's go back to... Oh, wait a minute. So we know the winner of this fight was Fabio Wardley. This was, I would say, a very interesting showdown. Two fighters who both got power. For whatever reason, people kept saying that Parker doesn't have any power. He's going to have to outbox him to take him the distance. But not at all. Parker's a guy who has shown that he has power. 24 knockouts in 30-something fights, that shows he got power. So the notion that his only option was going to be to outbox Wardley out there, you saw it. You saw what a slugfest this thing turned into. It turned into a serious slugfest. And very competitive. Because that's the thing. Even though we can say, okay, Wardley was losing. Okay. We can say that he was. But you can't say that throughout this whole damn thing, Wardley wasn't super competitive. He was. Super competitive fight. Now, let's go to before this thing even kicked off, yo. Before it even kicked off, my peoples. The heavyweights was out there. Obviously, the main event is between two heavyweights, and both of them are looking to get a title shot. But they was out there. You saw Chisora and a bunch of other. Italma was out there. Well, Hamza Shiraz, he's not a heavyweight, but he was in the building. Hamza Shiraz, a.k.a. the King of New York. Because Edgar Berlanga. So right now, Shiraz got that crown, according to Edgar Berlanga. Dubois was out there. Look, man, the heavyweights was out there enjoying the show. Check out Dubois in the building. Moses Italma, the young heavyweight, My people's Italma, if they take their time, he's gonna do some big things. He's gonna go on to do some real big things. Chisora was in the building. I like that. I like the fact that, two heavyweights are facing each other, and you have all of these other fighters showing up that, they're there to promote themselves, but they're also there to show their support. And that's fire. You see Frank Warren right there with the heavyweights. But let's get to the fight, my peoples. Let's get to the fight, right? Let's talk about the action, because that's what we're here for. That's the main thing that we got to get into. Fabio Wardley versus Joseph Parker. My peoples, this thing turned into a slugfest. Like I said it would. We saw fireworks throughout the night. And this fight didn't play out like a lot of people expected. A lot of people didn't think it was going to go down like this. From round number 1, you saw that Fabio Wardley got speed, got power, got real good technique. His mechanics is solid. And right then and there, you knew it was going to be that type of fight. In the first round, when you saw those hard jabs from Wardley, bang, bang, and those combinations, bang, 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 you were like, oh, man. If you didn't know, you found out Wardley a problem. Found out. Now, honestly, I felt like the first couple of rounds, Joseph Parker was kind of caught off guard by Wardley's speed. The first few rounds. And he kind of had to start adjusting. If you notice, Parker kind of started off like trying to box him, and then you saw him pick up his aggressiveness, trying to get the inside, boom, 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 trying to catch him with the big shots early. Because and I told you guys, Parker can outbox him, but Wardley's gonna force it. He's gonna force the action and turn it into a fight. And Parker's not a guy to back down from a fight, so you're gonna see him do his thing. We saw it yesterday, my peoples. But as the fight progressed, you started to see how Parker used his experience to outbox and outwork Wardley. And even, listen, around the 8th or 9th round, it almost felt like Wardley was running out of gas. You saw him start to slow down. You saw Parker start beating him to the punch, get more active. And I made a comment. Those of you who were there know I called the fight live, and I made a comment. I said, whoa, I don't know if Wardley's running out of gas. Because Parker started picking up on the intensity and landing some big, big shots. They were both doing it. They were both landing some bombs on each other. Both of these fighters can take a shot. We saw that yesterday. But as the fight progressed, you saw that Wardley kept staying with him. And the thing is that you never saw Fabio Wardley take a shot and get hurt. If you never seen Wardley fight before, now you know. He took Parker's heaviest punches and was out there with him, was trading with him throughout the fight. And I said it yesterday. The last interview that I saw from Wardley, he said, I'm stopping him no matter what. I'm finding a way to stop him. He's not making it the distance. So he had that mindset coming in. But Wardley looked sharp. His jab was on point. He was running on all cylinders. And then you see Parker, he was also, that jab, he kept catching Wardley, pop, pop, real snappy, real hard. They was trading punches throughout. So even though Parker seemed to be edging it out, but it was a close fight. Stay cuss. Fight was fixed. Early stoppage. Nah, I didn't see an early stoppage at all. I thought it was a great stoppage from the referee. Boxing is the sport where the most people get killed. Fans rather see a guy get killed. You rather see a guy get killed than, somebody stopping it righteously. So, nah, that was a good stoppage. I know that's going to be the narrative, especially if you wanted Parker to win, if you said Parker was going to win, that's going to be the narrative. Yo, nah, man, nah. Early stoppage. You guys will watch somebody get murked out there. Like, this guy ate, you're talking about the last 3 punches. This guy ate over 20 hard punches in that last sequence alone. I watched it. I'm calling it. Over 20 punches to the head. Bang, 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 in different parts of the face. The round before that, I don't know if you remember how the 10th round ended, but it ended with Parker getting absolutely pummeled. He was getting just battered. Survived the 10th round because the bell rang. So, come on. Then the following one. Oh, now I can see that you angry. You angry. You need a 24-hour break. I don't need you for this one. We don't need your type of energy for this one, buddy. So, take a 24-hour break and watch the people that know boxing talk boxing. You shut up and watch. My peoples, this was a great fight. You have to see the way that it played out. If you watched it from the beginning, they went back and forth. Both of them landed some big bombs. I will say I felt by the 8th round, I felt like maybe Wardley was running out of gas. I felt like, damn, it's Wardley. And I said it during the live. I was like, I don't know if Wardley's running out of gas because his punch output, you saw it starting to decrease. David Theophil, salute my brother. You saw how he started, throwing less punches. And then you saw Joseph Parker picking up the pace, letting the hands fly. I was like, oh, shit. Is Wardley in trouble going forward? How is he going to be able to fight in the championship rounds if he's running out of gas? So I was questioning that. But as far as the action that was taking place, they was both landing some heavy shots, my peoples. They was trying to inflict bodily harm. If you was watching a fight, you know what I'm talking about. And a fight broke out early. A fight in the first round, they already let out the heavy artillery. And by the second round, you saw it was bombs away. So I got to say, man, this was a very entertaining fight to watch. If you watched it live, you know what I'm talking about. This thing was action-packed. That's the type of punches that they was landing on each other throughout the fight. If you watch this fight, you know what I'm talking about. Wardley and Parker gave us one of the best heavyweight showdowns we've seen in 2025, my people. And that's a lot to say because, look, right now, we're already in October, at the end of October. It's almost the end of the year. So to say that this was one of the best heavyweight showdowns, that says a lot. This was a fight, my people. But, look, I'm going to address the part about the early stoppage because I'm seeing it all over social media. People saying it was an early stoppage. It was an early stoppage. I'm going to address that, right? I'm going to have to, obviously. So, for the people who say that it was an early stoppage and y'all saw I already had to send some goofball on a 24-hour break because he wouldn't shut up about that. I could already see where he was going with it. He was going to spend 2 hours just repeating the same thing over and over about how it was an early stoppage. Shut your goofy ass up and watch me, goofball. My people's checking. That was not an early stoppage at all. That was a great stoppage from the referee. And I'm going to explain to you why. Even if, look, if you wanted Parker to win this fight, I can't change your mind because that's your whole mentality. You're not thinking about the stoppage really, is it good or not? You're just thinking about, damn, my guy lost and that wasn't a good stoppage. No, wait a minute. Let's forget about what fighter you was rooting for, what fighter you wanted to win. Let's take that out of the equation, right? Round number 10 finished with Joseph Parker getting absolutely battered. That's round number 10. I want to remind you guys that when round number 10 finished, Joseph Parker's legs was jelly. He was getting pummeled. It looked like he was going to get stopped in round number 10. Nasty shots to the head. Boom, 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 bing, bing, boom, bing. So this is something that the referee, the doctors is taking into consideration. How are you going to come back for the next round after taking all those shots to the head? I'm calling the fight live and I'm telling you guys, Joseph Parker is wobbly going into the 11th round. I'm telling you guys, he don't got his legs under him. Now for this round, he gets caught with a big right hand. And again, he starts to get pummeled. Bing, 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 boom, bing, bing. The referee's watching closely. He's taking a lot of hard shots to the head. The referee stops the fight. Now, I'm going to say this, my people, and I really want you to think about it. You would rather a fighter get killed out there than the fight get stopped if you want him to win. You'd rather watch him get killed out there. You don't understand, yo, that in boxing is the combat sport where the most athletes die? That's boxing, my people. The most athletes die in boxing. And it's because of that mindset. Nah, let him keep going. He could take a shot. Let him keep going. What you mean let him keep going? This guy took over 20 punches to the head and took now in this last sequence another 20-something punches to the head flush hard. Somebody told me earlier, nah, but he got a chin. He could take a shot. You think having a chin is going to protect your brain? You think having a chin is going to protect you from going punch drunk? Come on, my peoples. Come on. David Theophil, you are so right. He took punches like a young Larry. Don't get drawn in the early stoppage talk. One punch later, and we're talking about our Joe Parker memories. But that's what I'm talking about, bro. He's barely able to defend himself at that point. Boom, 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 taking punches. It just take one more, the right one, boom. And now the same people will be talking about, damn, why that referee didn't stop the fight. He should have stopped it. It's the referee's fault. The referee's not there to decide that the fighter has a chin and that the fighter can take a shot. The referee's there to protect the fighters. This guy's getting pummeled out there, literally. And the fighters need to also be protected from themselves because we train to fight. We train to want to keep going. Joseph Parker's not going to give up. Most fighters, there are some that'll say, yeah, I'm good. But most fighters ain't going to give up. Most fighters ain't going to tell the referee, yeah, I'm good, I'm done. They're going to get killed out there. So, yes, that fight was to be stopped, and it was a good stoppage. You want to wait for a guy, again, like I said, do you want to wait for a guy to get killed? Killed? Like Joseph Parker was not fighting back, my people. During that whole sequence, he threw 2 punches that didn't land. He went like this. During the whole sequence, he threw 2 punches and was just getting teed off on. Yo, come on, man. Look at the last sequence. Young Guns. Those punches were missing a lot, Jay Smith. Wardley was hurt bad throughout the fight as well. Parker was up in the cards. That's the problem, Young Guns. The referee doesn't look at the cards. The referee doesn't look at, oh, earlier you were hurt too. The referee look at what's happening right now. And Joseph Parker was not defending himself. You saying that he was missing, but what about all of the punches that were landing flush hard to the face, to the chin, those uppercuts? He was getting absolutely brutalized. And you're talking about, nah, they should have let him keep going. 1 punch away, just took 1 punch, boom, the right one. And we talking about, damn, rest in peace to Joseph Parker. Why Young Guns, you would have been saying why the referee didn't stop the fight. The man was almost defenseless out there. Why the referee let him get killed? That's what you would have been saying. But He stops it. Oh, nah. He was up on the card. The referee's not looking at that, bro. Joseph Parker was nearly defenseless out there. His hands wasn't even up right. That's it. He was already going like, trying to go like this. Look. Legs jelly. His legs was jelly, bro. Did you watch the, like, do you remember how the 10th round played out, my guy? Do you remember how the 10th round ended? It ended with Joseph Parker absolutely getting battered. The 10th round ended with him taking punches in bunches to the head. Lefts and rights from a power puncher. See, this is what you don't understand, young guns. Joe, Wardley has 18 knockouts in 19 fights. Do you understand that? You don't. You definitely don't understand it because you're focusing on, nah, look, it was almost over and he was winning and they were tired. 18 knockouts in 19 fights. And he was landing crushing blows back to back to back to end the 10th round. This man sent Joseph Parker to his stool, stumbling, wobbly, legs are jelly. This man came back into the 11th round with jelly legs, not throwing punches, just getting hit. Like I said, man, you'd rather watch a guy get killed out there than the fight get stopped simply because you wanted him to win. Nah, the referee did a great job. It's a great stoppage. David Theophil, tired punches don't roll with punches as well. Why we dropped from 15 rounds to 12. That's what people don't understand, yo. Parker was eating some heavy shots from a power puncher. How could you want him to keep eating those punches just because you want him to win? Like, this is when you realize what a brutal sport and what a savage sport boxing is. Young guns, you don't care about the fighters, bro. You don't care at all. You don't care about their health. You don't care if they're going to be punch drunk. You don't care that they're going to be broke, that they could end up broke one day and can't even talk right because all them punches to that. You don't care about that. You want Parker to win? Let him take all those punches. He's winning. Kill him. I don't care. He's winning. Nah, that's not right, bro. That's not right at all. That's nasty work and you don't even realize it. KDR, his corner and him should have known to take a knee. Shaking my head. You see KDR? Now that's legitimate. That's legitimate. When he got hurt in round number 11 with the right hand and started taking punches, he should have took a knee and took a standing 8 count. That would have been a good move. But for a guy to be wobbling, getting hit, bam, with flush shots, and people don't want to find a way to say that it should have kept going, that's nasty work. You watch a guy get killed out there. Boxing is, that's why I remind people, boxing is the sport that has the most death per year out of all combat sports. Not MMA, not bare knuckle, not taekwondo, not any of those other martial arts. It's boxing where people getting killed out there. And you watching a guy get pummeled, not even defending himself no more, and you want him to keep going? You a savage. You is a savage. You don't care for human life, bro. This man is out there getting absolutely pummeled by a guy with 18 knockouts out of 19 fights. You will watch him get killed. You prefer to keep going. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank God the referees are trained to protect the fighters and not to focus on who's winning the fight. Not to focus on who you think is going to win. Let it continue. Oh, no, this guy got a chin. Let him keep taking shots. Get killed out there. Come on, my peoples. Trey Bacon. Yeah, but it got stopped once he start missing punches. No. It didn't get stopped while he was missing punches. He missed a couple of punches at the end of the sequence. But Parker wasn't even fighting back, bro. During that whole sequence, Parker threw 2 punches to try to stay in it. He saw the referee watching closely. He threw 2 that didn't land, didn't have nothing behind them. Listen, my peoples. If you boxed before, you're gonna feel me on this. When you don't have no legs under you, that's it. You don't have no leverage in your punches because you need your legs to pivot, to put power. So when your legs are gone, like Parker's was, he couldn't do nothing to defend himself, my peoples. He wasn't throwing punches, and he couldn't even keep his arms up because the arms was jelly too from all that punishment. You want to watch a guy get killed out there just because you want him to win? Yeah, take all these punches. Stand right there. Come on, my people. That's why I remind you how the 10th round ended. Just look at the 10th round. I'm calling the fight live. I'm telling you. During the fight, I'm telling you guys. Joseph Parker is wobbly, my peoples. He is wobbly. After the 10th, this guy went to the stool with his legs turned into jelly. He got up for the 11th round. And I was telling you guys, yo, Joseph Parker don't got his legs under him, my people. He do not. He's wobbly. He was not recovered from the 10th round. So the people that said it should have kept going, it would stop early, they not understanding that. This guy took over 20 hard-ass punches to the head from a power puncher. And now he's going into the 11th round stunned, legs jelly. And now he's starting to get pummeled again. Bam, 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 bam. Not fighting back. Not even defending himself properly because that's it. He don't got his legs under him. The arms are not there. So he's kind of just going like this. No longer you see the arms up, tucked in, blocking. Nah, he's just going like that. Getting hit with a bunch of punches to the head. You know what that feels like from a guy with 18 knockouts out of 19 wins? All those punches after you just came from round number 10, all those punches? My people, that man brain is swollen out there. You talking about he needs to keep going. You know the type of... So, all I'm saying is, these are human beings, my people. They not animals. Instead of you focus on, oh, he should have won. He's winning. And when somebody's getting hurt badly, when somebody getting pummeled for a second, yo, let's remember that they're human beings, man. You want Joseph Parker to end up in a wheelchair? You want him to end up getting killed? You want the story to be about, oh, man, rest in peace, Joseph Parker. Rest in peace. The referee should have stopped it because y'all would have been the same ones that would have said, yo, why the referee didn't stop him, man? Why he let him get killed? He wasn't defending himself. The referee should be fired. He should go to jail. That was a great stoppage, my people. Come on. JJ Sendejas, good morning, J. Smith. I'm here. Let's go. Hit the like button, everyone, as you enter. 50 people in the building and only 5 likes. What the hell's going on out here? Some crazy ghost watching. My peoples, double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button. I told you, JJ, I'm going to have to do this live sitting in a unicycle with a shower cap, with a boxing glove in one hand and a golf club in another. David Theophil, I work security with a British champion, and he couldn't remember his own fights. He used to call me to remind him of his fights during our breaks. Think of the fighters. But that's what I'm saying, my brother. People don't understand that. They just thinking about the moment. Look what fans have said. Oh, Joseph Parker was winning. So because he was winning, let him get pummeled to death. Let him just get absolutely brutalized. Because, hey, he's winning. Let the fight continue till the end, no matter what. They don't want it to get stopped. They really don't give a damn about the fighters. Most fans, and it's sad to say, you don't give a damn about the fighters. You just give a damn about the guy that you want to win. He's the guy that has to win, and that's it. But damn, are you not seeing the type of punches this man is taking to the head? The type of punches he's taking to the body? Are you not seeing his legs wobbly? Are you not seeing him not defending himself anymore? Are you not seeing eat punches flush from a guy who has 18 knockouts out of 19 fights? Look at what we watching, my peoples. The type of punches this man is eating. Proof Mendes, you're right, bro. We got to have empathy, man. Damn, my God. I feel sad that boxing fans don't have no empathy. We will watch a guy get killed out there. You rather prefer Joseph Parker stay there and get killed than the fight get stopped. That's crazy. So everybody that was saying, and I noticed too, everybody that was saying that Wardley was gonna make it look easy, and that Wardley was gonna, I mean that Parker was gonna make it look easy, that Parker was gonna knock him out, that Wardley can't fight. Those are the people that are saying that it was an early stoppage. You wanted Parker to win so badly that you watch the guy get killed out there, bro. You will watch the guy just get killed out there, trying to get you the win. That's crazy. Remember when we was kids and we saw two kids fighting, and there was people who would be like, yo, come on, separate those kids, man. They beating each other up. But there was always somebody that, nah, let them fight. Let them fight. Some kid got the eye like this. Some kids got the nose like this. And people feel empathy for that. So you're like, nah, man, separate them. Come on, man. But there's always some guy like Young Guns that's out there. Nah, let them fight. Let them fight. They good. Let them fight. Let them beat each other up to a bloody pulp because you don't care about them. You just want to have a good time watching them beat each other up. So that's what we have to understand. These are not animals, bro. They human beings. I don't even know if Parker probably had to go to the hospital after this fight and have his brain checked out and all of that. Maybe both of them had to go to the hospital. But guess what? Some people don't care. They just care about their entertainment and their fight and the outcome that they're hoping for. David Theophil, Nigel Benn, and Gerald McClellan, not that long ago. JJ's in there has crazy work. Guys, remember, fight, have families too. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. People act like fighters are animals. And like they could just take everything. Because let me tell you another thing, my peoples. Punches are a lot harder than what they appear on TV. Because on TV, it's only that punch that land flush and with a good angle. Then you're like, oh, but punches land a lot harder than what they appear on TV. And I saw Joseph Parker take over 20 really hard punches to end round number 10. And then round number 11, I saw him end that sequence taking a lot of hard punches to the head. A lot of people would have went down from those, would have got knocked out. And he was able to take them. But that's the thing about being a tough fighter. Those are the fighters that end up punch drunk because you were able to withstand the punishment. You need the referee to stop the fight. You need the corner to stop the fight because you're going to keep punching. You're going to keep fighting. But that doesn't mean that your brain is going to handle that down the line, bro. Have some empathy, man. Golly, my peoples. Like, you watch these guys kill each other. At the end of the day, this was an epic slugfest. This has to be one of the best heavyweight showdowns we've seen this year. It's a candidate for Fight of the Year for sure. And look, Wardley pulled off the stoppage at the end. But it's not like he was getting washed. Let's take that into consideration, my people. Wardley wasn't out there getting smoked. He was showing his boxing skills. He was showing the footwork. He was showing the mechanic, the speed, the power. So Wardley turned out to be a lot better than some people thought. Turned out to be a lot better. And yesterday, I told you guys this. And I said Parker was going to be the favorite. He should be the favorite. He's the more experienced guy. He's the guy who's been in there with the better opposition. But Wardley can fight and he can pull off the upset. And he got the power to make it happen. Nah, Jay, nah. Wardley's not, he can't box. He can't box. The people who were saying he can't box never seen a Wardley fight in their life. His fans who saw a couple of highlights saw that he struggled a little bit versus Horny, and that's it. Made a decision based off of that. JJ's in the house. Crazy work, guys. Remember, fighters have families. That's what I've been trying to say, bro. David Theophil, where's our guy Jared Anderson now? It's a good time for him to get back and get into the heavyweight mix. Look, I'm gonna tell you something, my brother. Jared Anderson, and this is me being honest, I gave up on him a couple of years ago. I remember I was watching him. I don't know if it was an interview or what was it, but he said that he didn't care for titles, that he's making money, that he's about his money. And I didn't like that comment at all because at that time, he hadn't accomplished anything. He still hasn't accomplished anything. And he hasn't even seen millions and millions of dollars. Like, he's talking about money and like, bro, you haven't even seen money like that yet. So that showed me that he didn't have the hunger or the discipline to go all the way. That's how I felt about him. Whether he can, you know, turn it around, whether he can do something and become a world champion, prove me wrong. But as of right now, based on what I've seen off of him, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see him become a world champion. That's just the reality. Young Guns, you got it. You think it could have kept going. You don't give a damn about the fighter's health. That's it. You got it, bro. You could keep making the argument, but at the end of the day, you just don't give a damn about this guy getting killed out there. You're getting pummeled out there. Not fighting back, not defending himself. You want him to keep getting pummeled so you could get what you want. I'm sorry, bro, but that's just wicked. Wicked stuff. David Theophil. I think it was the Royal Jones interview. I felt the same way. See, that's what I'm talking about. JJ's in there. Parker was favored 85 to 15 odds on my bookie's book. See? So when you have a guy who's the favorite to win, and people are saying, yeah, he's going to win, and they feel confident he's going to win, this is what happens when the fight gets stopped and they wanted him to win. Nah, he shouldn't have been stopped. He could have won. He was up on the cards. The other guy was hurt, and he could take a shot. Don't give a damn about that. It's like they animals out there. It's like we watching two pit bulls or two chickens or two goldfish, two whatever betas. We watching two animals fighting each other, and just let the animals fight until they can go no more. Thank God that the referee's job is to actually protect the fighters. Once the referee see that the fighter can't go on, can't protect himself, is taking some nasty punishment, he's supposed to stop the fight. That was a great job from the referee. Delroy Booth. Parker can't sit in front of a guy who hits like Wardley and not punch back. It's not safe. You see, you understand that, my brother. He's taking nasty punishment. His hands are not up. His arms, his legs are jelly. Getting beat on. People really want to wait till he get killed? You want to wait till he takes that devastating blow and knocks his lights out so that now we could be arguing about, damn, why the referee didn't stop it? The referee should have stopped it, man. He let him get killed. Nah, it was a great stoppage. Great stoppage. Boxing Junkie, Grand Rising, salute, my brother. Bam. Delroy Booth, agree 100%, boss. I am not a savage. I don't want to see a man get killed. Breathe, salute. But that's what I'm saying, man. I don't want to see a guy dying in the ring. Boxing is the sport that has the most death out of all combat sports. Not MMA, not bare knuckle, not Jeet Kune Do or Taekwondo or any of the other does out there. None of them. It's boxing when people's getting killed. So when you see a guy getting pummeled, taking hard shots to the head, you want him to keep getting hit like that? Really? David Theophil. Jared and Roy Jones was on horses and talking about their farms. It's all right for Roy. He has his career, and Jared didn't seem hungry enough. Listen, Jared Anderson is someone who I felt has a lot of talent. Could have been like one of the main guys in the heavyweight division, one of the big dogs. But as soon as I heard him say that he's about his money, that he don't care for titles, I said, you know what? This guy's not hungry. He ain't got the discipline. And when he runs into a real good fighter who is hungry, he's gonna get pummeled. And that's what happened with Bacoli. He ran into a guy who is hungry, got absolutely pummeled. I try to tell people. Try to tell them like, yo, he gonna run into somebody, and that's gonna happen to him. And even after he lost, think David about the way he took that loss. What did he do after the loss? He was smiling. Yeah, you know that happens. I lost, but it's so good. You know, I'm going home, going to my family. I got money. You know, we good. Like, nah. When you take a loss, smiling and celebrating and talk about, yeah, we good. You're not championship material. You're not cut from that cloth. A guy who got championship in his cards would have been mad as hell with that loss. Would have been disappointed. Would have been disappointed with himself, disappointed with his performance. Would have been like, I'm coming back harder than ever. Watch, okay, this happened. But the way Jared Anderson took that loss, that's it. That confirmed what I thought. He not cut from that cloth. He could be a good heavyweight. Maybe a gatekeeper. But right now, I haven't seen a champion's attitude from Jared Anderson. I haven't seen it. But when it comes to this fight, this stoppage, some people are going to try to see it as controversial. They're going to try to push that narrative. But that was a great stoppage by the referee. You did your job. You protected the fighter from himself. Theo, I saw the holes in the Charles Williams fight. I'm telling you. And let's keep it 100. This was a very competitive fight. They went back and forth. They both landed real good shots. And Parker was probably slightly ahead on the cards. I haven't seen the cards. I'm saying probably because I haven't seen the cards, right? But I'm guessing that he was ahead. Boxing Junkie, it was a bad stoppage. And like I said, bro, you will watch a fighter get killed out there, murdered, because you want him to keep going. That was a great stoppage, bro. That was an amazing stoppage. I'm going to remind you, Boxing Junkie, boxing is the sport where the most athletes die. Why would you want a guy to keep getting hit? He took over 20 punches to the head in round number 10, and now he's taking over 20 punches to the head. Damn, you want him to keep getting hit, bro? Come on. It's a great fight, and I'm enjoying it just like you, but I don't want to watch somebody get killed, bro. It is a great fight. But they're human beings. They're not animals, bro. We're not watching two pit bulls or two chickens or two betas going at it. We watching two men. And you watching a guy with 18 knockouts out of 19 wins. Punching him in the head. You got to stop it. And you're saying, Boxing Junkie, you can't stop it where he was fighting back. He was not fighting back. He wasn't fighting back. I was calling the fight. He literally threw 2 punches. 20, 30 punches coming your way, and with your head down, you go like this twice. He was not fighting back, bro. In the whole 10th round, in the whole 11th round, as he was getting beat on, he went like this twice. So there's 2 things. Number 1, he was not fighting back. And number 2, he was not even protecting himself right. He couldn't even hold his arms up. He was so worn out that his arms was already down like that. Boom, 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 boom. Just taking punches. Boxing Junkie, how you going to tell me to rewatch the fight? I was calling it live, and then I edited the video that I posted. I posted already like 3 videos. So I've seen it like 3-4 times already. I'm calling it live, and I've already posted like 3 videos about it. It's ingrained in my brain. The 20-plus punches that he took to the head to end the 10th round. When he went wobbly after the 10th round, thank God the referee understand this. I understand this. You guys don't understand that. You guys are not understanding that. Thank God for the referee, because if you guys was the referee, Joseph Parker could have got killed yesterday. But the referee saw the same thing that I saw. He saw him wobbling to his corner after the 10th round after he took mad punches to the head. So now the referee's already watching him. You guys are not watching him. You just thinking it's a great fight. Let them kill each other. But the referee's watching him. You took a lot of punches to the head. And what do referees tell fighters when they get punished at the end of a round? Let me see something in that next round. I got to see something from you. They let them know. And what happened in the next round? Joseph Parker was absolutely getting battered. Absolutely getting pummeled. And there you go. That's what happened. There you go. That's what happened. Great stoppage. I understand that you wanted Parker to win and that you wrote Wardley off. Great stoppage. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You have to deal with it with more grace. Matteo, shout out to Matt. Hello, salute, bam. And I'm gonna say this. The way this fight was playing out, from early on, you could see that it was gonna turn into that type of showdown because they was both landing young guns. That's real cute. You reaching out to Boxing Junkie. You trying to team up. Look, when you try to team up, you know what I do? Now you're gonna go on a 24-hour timeout. Not a 10-minute timeout, not a 15-minute. Now you're gonna go on a 24-hour timeout for that goofballery you wanna be on. You trying to make teammates and shit in the chat. Let's make teammates. Yo, Boxing Junkie, let's team up. Now you're on the 24-hour break. You're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to talk again. Look, but feel free to watch. Watch the people who actually have empathy for the fighters. And stop with the goofballery. You see? You pushed it. Boxing Junkie, he tried it, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. JJ said that. Get him the fuck out of here. A little 24-hour break, man, so he could think about it. Come on now. Matheos. Yeah. F off, Boxing Junkie. Come on, Matheos. Boxing Junkie is a real one now. Boxing Junkie is a real one. Come on now. Matter of fact, come on, man. He's swinging in the air right now. Punches and bunches. Kobe, styles make fights. It was bound to happen. Look, this was a very good fight. It was a very competitive fight. I do believe that Joseph Parker may have been edging it out. I believe that. But for me, the stoppage was good. If you think that the stoppage wasn't good, that's okay. If you think they could have kept going, that they should have kept going. But I agree with the referee 100%. I'm calling the fight. And if you watch it, you'll see what I'm saying in the 10th round. Oh my God, Joseph Parker might get stopped. His legs are wobbly. He's taking punches and bunches. The 10th round ended with Parker getting pummeled. And then the 11th round started with him getting pummeled and not throwing any punches. That's what happened. It should have been stopped. Boxing Junkie, they should run it back. I would say that's a fight that deserves a rematch. Deserves a rematch. Parker deserves a rematch. Bree, yo, that fight was a classic. An instant classic, my brother. This was an instant classic. That's why when the fight finished, what did I say? This is definitely one of the best heavyweight fights we've seen this year and probably a candidate for Fight of the Year. This should be a candidate for Fight of the Year. Because these guys, they went at it and it almost went the distance. Both fighters had their moment. Both fighters, were landing big shots. But ultimately, it played out the same way that I told you guys that it could have. Those of you who tuned in to yesterday's episode of Boxing for Breakfast, you remember that I said it. Wardley's going to press the action. Parker's going to be outboxing him. But Wardley's going to press the action and he can box and he's going to land his own big shots. And it takes one good one to change the outcome. And that's exactly what happened. Hurt him badly and jumped on him. Wardley really hurt Parker in the 10th. Badly. And Um, Look, even in yesterday's live, I said this. If that round would have had 1 more minute left, Parker would have got stopped. I said it during the live. I was like, yo, he's hurt. Legs are jelly. If there was 1 minute left in that round, Parker would have got stopped. Said it during the live. And when round number 11 started, I specifically pointed out, my peoples, Parker, his legs is jelly and he's not throwing punches. Specifically pointed that out. There you go. There you go. Effing bull. Effing bull though. Parker deserved Usyk way back. They effed him over. And you know what? I'm going to say this. I agree with you. Parker deserved that fight with Usyk. I'm going to have to agree with you. No lies told. Unfortunately, they put Wardley in front of him, and Wardley had different plans. But the one thing that we do know now is that Wardley can fight. He's an elite level fighter. He already debunked the notion that he just hit hard and that's it. People were focused on the 18 knockouts and 19 wins and, oh, he got his power. Nope. He has a very quick jab. He's light on his toes. Very good movement, gives angles. Wardley can fight. He's legit. He's legit. He's a threat in the division. Yes, fair play to Wardley, but my boy Joe been working hard and they held him out. I mean, I agree. Yesterday I said that he should have got a title shot. But now, with this loss, it's either going to be a rematch or Wardley's going to be the guy to move on to get the title shot first. Breed, Parker was trying to take his head off. He should have saved that strength and boxed with IQ. He was up. That's the thing. That's the part where I think Parker made a mistake. He got to a point where he was just trying to tee off on Wardley. The hard punches from up close. And he stopped using the jab. He stopped boxing. And he was more trying to close the gap and tee off on him. And he got caught. He got caught with that shot that changed everything going forward. Boxing Junkie, I want to give my brother a salute. I remember 4 or 5 months back when you first started this channel. You booming, primo. Let's effing go. Salute, my brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And, well, it was 4 or 5 months ago is when we started Boxing for Breakfast. Because the channel started about a year and a half ago. But Boxing for Breakfast, you know, ever since we kicked off, you know, people have been enjoying it. By the way, Boxing Junkie, on Monday is going to be episode 90 of Boxing for Breakfast. So we starting the countdown. You know, a show that I started off thinking I'm going to do 2 or 3 episodes and see if the people like it. We're going to start the countdown to get to episode 100. So episode 100 of Boxing for Breakfast, we starting the countdown. Episode 90 on Monday. Whoa. West does it. This a good time every morning. Of course, my brother, to talk boxing. It's always a beautiful, it's real cloudy out here, but it's always a beautiful morning to talk boxing. Nah, man. Boxing Junkie, I see people biting your shit too. I mean, you know, it happens. I seen it already, but look, I'm going to be honest with you, my brother. I don't have a problem with people biting something that I do or copying something that I do, because at the end of the day, it makes me feel like, you know what, I'm doing something right. If other people are copying it, and I'm going to be honest, there's a few things out there that I've seen people copying, a few things here and there, but I'm not going to call it out, because at the end of the day, we content creators, and this is what we do, this is what we love. If we talking boxing, I'm feeling it. Copy me or not, I'm still feeling it if we doing boxing. My peoples, once again, in my personal opinion, this stoppage was legitimate. Can't take it away. At some point, because I'm going to say this, even if you don't think it should have been stopped, at least let's give Fabio Wardley his credit. Let's acknowledge, because that's the one thing usually when we say, well, it shouldn't have been stopped, or this guy could have kept going. In a way, we're taking a little bit away from Fabio Wardley and his performance. The guy was great yesterday, my people. Front line, Smith, Chat, Familia. Salute, my brother. Bam. Come on, let's give Fabio Wardley his props, because we saw some things from him yesterday that suggests he a special fighter. God damn, I got this dog. Goddamn Chihuahua, my peoples. Yo, goofy ass up. So we gotta give Fabio Wardley his credit, my people. That performance from yesterday is something that you have to acknowledge. Frontline, let's get those likes up, fam. I don't know what's going on, my peoples. It's almost like YouTube don't want people to hit that like button, because I be giving y'all this straight up fire, be 2 hours. Be having 2 likes in 2 hours and shit. Be crazy. Hold on, my